Good morning, students. Today we have to focus on the study of the sociology or the social movements. We are studying the old and new social movements. The last class we have focused. I have now taken into the study, and today we are particularly going to focus our study on the topic uh, distinguishing the new social movement from the old social movements. And now we shall, in this topic, particularly we shall make the difference between the old social movement and the new social movement. Understand? Which is the old social movement or the new social movement. The old social movement we shall see under the historical context. Understand? Under the historical context, and where the here that was the period when the nationalist movement already seen that historical context. We have seen that when the against the domination of the British Empire in India, understand, a long drawn movement, a long period from the mid of the 19th century, the awakening began. Understand, awakening of the new India or the awakening in the different field. Understand, began by the mid of the 19th century. Understand, or a movements began. But then after we know that our national movement took the form of a organizational form after the establishment of the Indian National Congress, a all India organizational form or a political institution like a political all India political institution in the form of the Congress was formed. And before that, although many of the organizations were functioning in the local levels or in the regional levels, it had not the national nature these organizations had, but the Indian National Congress now provided and gave the first of the political institutions a political banner. Understand, under which our national movements began under the domination of the exploitative British Empire in which against the British Empire, we can say, against the colonial government, or this national movement was meant for overthrowing the colonial's power. Understand, it was the main. Or on the other hand, one thing is that the working class, understand, we know that the ideology of the Marx was influencing the European countries where the labor class and the working class were being exploited by the capitalist class. And moreover, the world had seen the first Bolshevik revolution or the first labor and the working class revolution in the Russia, that resulted into the rapid spread of this communist views and the socialist views all over the world. And the working class movement in the capitalist are the wrestling better wages, and these working class after the industrial revolution, the capitalist and the manufacturers were exploiting the massive exploitations was there. There was no social security, no any amenities, no any accidental compensations. Understand? Or the hours of the working were the very long. Even the children were deployed at the work. Understand? Children were exploited. The men and women, all laborers, all sections except the capitalist were being exploited by this. Okay. So now against these in the Western country, the working class were the resting for the better wages. Wages were very little. Now the wages, as the Marx had said that the main factor of the production is the labor, and these entrepreneurs and manufacturers are the 80%, more than 80% they are begging. Understand? But the actual productions depends on the laborers and the working class. Understand? And these views were now influencing the whole European country, and so that's why they were asking for the better wages, or the better living conditions. We know that there is a large number of the workers. They flocked into the cities, but they were bound, and they have to live in the slums area, deprived of the all sorts of the civic amenities. They had no any civic amenities, creating the slums, and the working day and nights, working in the factories and living in the slums, and no arrangements had been made by these factory owners. And moreover, they wanted the social security. After the death, after the retirement, there is no any system of the pension system there. Understand? No. But this or the security system, free, they wanted free schooling. The children's, that is the natural that. If they are working in the factories, that their children's should be the educated, health security. They are working in the hazardous conditions. Understand? So they wanted the health security from the state. And moreover, these working class were now laying the emphasis on the state. Understand? Whether the state would provide or these factory owners would provide. That was the demand of the working class and the movements of the working class for the state. That was that period when socialist movements were establishing new kinds of the state. Now, we know that a socialist state, those countries which and the people where the socialism was hugely influencing enormously, then the people now trying to establish their country as a socialist country, as a communist country. They were establishing. They were now overthrowing the capitalist system, and the capitalist rooting out the capitalist system and establishing the socialist system, and the socialist states like the Russia, Cuba, China, understand, and the or the other countries which were the establishing their socialist state and the socialist societies. Old social movements clearly saw the reorganization of the power relations as a central goal. The old social movements clearly saw the reorganization of power relations as a central goal. The reorganization of the power center as their central goal of their movements. The old social movements had the target and objectives. Okay. Second thing is that the old social movements functions within the frame of political party. If you see in the history that these all social movements, understand, function within a political parties under the central centered in the central political parties. Social movements role the political parties was a central. Okay, in that political scientist Rajni Kothari, one of the political scientists, the Rajni Kothari. Now here, let's further. Here the old social movements functions within the frame of the political parties. One thing is that all the social movements were aligned with the political parties. We have to be under the frame of the political parties, or for example, the Indian National Congress now led the Indian National Movement. You know very well who are the founder of Indian National Congress, where the Indian National Congress was founded, and what were the basic objectives and the goals of the Indian National Congress. The Indian National Congress, under the Indian National Congress, many socialist movements went together, understand, side by side with the Congress. Moreover, the Communist Party of the China led the Chinese Revolution. We see that in the historical, the Chinese Communist Party of the China under the Mao Zedong, first the Dr. Sun Yat-sen, understand, who is started in the 1911. The revolutions happened. Okay, a republican government was set up there. Then after so Dr. Sun Yat-sen, after the death of Sun Yat-sen, the leadership went in the hands of the Chiang Kai-shek, and after that, then after the leadership and the mode of the revolution changed. Understand? And ultimately went in the hands of the Communist Party and the Mao Zedong. Understand? So this the movement and the social changes by the movements happened in the China, or whether in our country, understand, or in China by the Communist Party, a social changes, a society was re-structurized. Sorry, it was the restructured. Understand, by the Chinese Revolution, and ultimately we know very well in the 1949. Okay, the Chinese Mao Zedong or the Chinese republics established there. Today, some believe that old class based political action led by trade unions, and also we see that many of the trade unions led their own political agenda, and the workers' parties is on the decline. Or here the political actions led by the old class based political action led by trade unions and workers' parties is on the declination. Okay, the trade unions or the workers' parties are on the declination. We see that how the now the power or the ideology is declining. Understand? Or the now declining, it is the towards the its fall, the socialism. And others argue that in the affluent West welfare states, and now why this decline? Because the welfare states of the Western countries, understand, Western states, they begin to provide, understand, whatever the needs of the working class. Okay, like the welfare states, issues of the class-based exploitation or inequalities were no longer central concern, or as under the welfare states drive many working class remedies or their facilities, okay, were restored and they were provided. So as a result, what happened? So there was no the concern based of the exploiting or the inequality, no longer central concern in the Western country, because the Western countries were taking the steps for removing the inequality for the inequality and the exploitation. So the new social movements were not about a changing and distribution of power in society. So the new social movements is not concerned with the changing of power distribution, changing of the distribution of power in society, but about the new social movements are now about the quality of life, not the equality, but the quality of life issue, such as having a clean environment. Understand? So by as the welfare state, for example, the India is now taking the initiations for the eradication of the poverty, understand, and the concern of the labor class. So the labor class and the working class, particularly in the beginning in the West, what happened? They were fighting now for the better environment, for the quality life. So the exploitative movement or the exploitative movement or the movement against the inequality became the old, because the states were taking the initiation for the redressing these the grievances. Understand? Grievances. That's why those became the old, and now the new movements or environmental movements is now the taking in the. Second thing is that in the old social movements, the role of political parties was central. If you see the old social movement, where the political parties, wherever they are in any country, they were playing the very important role in the bringing about the social movements. Political scientist, for example, Rajni Kothari, understand, or she attributes that surge of social movements in India in 70s में देखा जाए, if you see that 70s, and the people say to people's growing dissatisfaction with the parliamentary democracy. Now in 70s, in the decades of 70s, a growing dissatisfaction. India is in process of the dissatisfaction growing among the labor classes and other downtrodden classes against the parliamentary democracy. Why? There was a discontent among. Kothari argues that institutions of the state have been captured by elites. Now the Kothari further said that in our country in 70s, 60s, 70s, it is the institution of our country, political institutions were under the control of or under the influence of the elites class and the well-to-do class or the influential class, or because of the electoral representation by the political parties is no longer effective way for the poor, and these representatives government or the democratic government or representative government proved now effective for the reducing the poor and their voices heard. The poor voices were not up to mark heard in a 70s or 80s in our democratic state. Understand? Or avoided. People left out by the formal political system, and then after the people in large scale left their former political system, and where they joined the social movements, non-party political formation began on a large scale. Non-formation in order to put the pressure on the non-state and the non-party, non-state, non-political party formation started pressure on the state from the outside. Means many of the pressure groups, understand, or the sectional group or the occupational group, they emerged in our country to lay the pressure upon the government. They are not satisfied with those section who were not satisfied with the formal political structure or the formal representative democratic functioning, because it was completely failed to resolve the issues of the poor class or the issues of the different social classes. Understand? So that they started the forming the pressure group, a force and the self-centered pressure groups to lay the emphasis upon the governments. Understand? And moreover, a non-party political formation in order to put the pressure from the outside, pressure on the state on the outside. So these pressure groups function. Today, the broader terms of the civil society is used to refer. Now today, the civil society is functioning as a pressure group. It is the non-political, non-economic, or the detached from the mass media, used to refer to both old social movements represented by political parties and the trade unions. But this is civil society. Civil society is used to refer, understand, to both old social movements represented by political parties and the trade unions. Their works is being done by the civil society today. And new non-environmental today the non-governmental organizations are being, NGOs are being established, women's groups, environmental group, or the tribal activist groups. These groups are the different groups away from the political parties, and they are now functioning, understand, to secure the access, to secure the all kind of the, and to resolve the all kind of the issues existing in the country. Understand? Here we see that these are the we can distinguish how the between the old and new movements. Further, students, as you read about various dimensions of the social change in India happened or stuck to the fact the globalization. Now the globalization appeared, understand, 90s. Then after a various factors were the or the affected in the different manners to our country, our social structure, our culture, our society, our politics, all affected. And the globalization has been the reshaping the people's life in the this global world, understand, and the globalization began or started the reshaping the our industrial life, our agricultural patterns change according to the global pattern, or the culture or the media. These all changed, understand, and came and functions as instruments of the global world and the multinational company. Often firms are transnational. Now in the globalization, whatever the firms and the factories, they are the transnational, or the legal arrangements are the binding international, such as or now in the global world we know that these global worlds under this global system, WTO, okay, force the countries to abide by the international rules, abide by the international rules or the international rules and regulations of the globalization or the free flow of the goods and the capital goods, or the human resources from one place to other places, and the cultural transaction. These all comes under the under the control of under the rules or regulation of the WTO laid down. Environment and health risk, okay, or here environment and health risk are the fear of the nuclear warfare. These are the current issues. Okay, environment is the current issue. The health risk, nuclear war are the global in the nature. Now the nuclear war is a global fear in its nature. Not surprisingly, therefore, many of the new social environment are the international in scope, and this environmental movement is what? Okay, this is the global movement. This is not movement of a one country. Pollution and environmental pollution is not issues of the one particular country. It is the issues of the whole world. Similarly, the health risk is the issues of the whole world. The pandemic, this virus, coronavirus, what is that? This is the concern of the whole world, not the concern of the one. Similarly, the fear of the nuclear warfare, that is between the China or the America and the China. Understand, nuclear warfare. This is the great menace and threats to the world, and these threats are in the global nature. Understand, the students, we see that now the movements are not confined or they not traditionals now. This had the intra or the cross-border movements across the world. Similarly, we can, what is the significance? However, is that the old and the new movements are working together in a new alliances. Now the old movements still, the old problems are existing. That's why the old movements are still dragging ahead, and that will continue in the further centuries, I suppose. Understand, many movements still those roots, those historical evils or the trauma is existing in our society, and movements is going on. Now these movements giving a new branch, a new way to the new movements. Understand, and the new movements are dragging the old movements, like the railway compartments. Understand, attach the railway compartments. This is the going ahead, this movement, and moreover, we can new alliances such as the World Social Forum. Okay, the new movements such as the old and the new movements are coming together and working together. For example, a new alliance such as the World Social Forum, World Social, that have been the raising awareness about the hazards of the globalization. What is the bad impact and the hazards of the globalization? A new movement is being emerged, that is the of its international nature. It's at the international nature, understand, against the hazards of the globalization. Okay, and the unjust or unfair implementation or enforcements of the WTO, or the discriminatory enforcements of the WTO. And against that, the need is that the internationally the peoples are organizing, understand, against this the imperialistic design of the world. All the people. So today the social movement is not confined to a society particular. This is the a continental, intercontinental social movements, we can say, is the now on the swing or on the way. Understand, the students, I suppose that this topic you could understand. The next topic in the further class we shall discuss the can we apply the distinction between old and the new social movements in the Indian context. We shall social movement, old movement and the new social movement, understand, or how can this be the distinguish the, I suppose that the next class we shall take on in the next class. Understand, the students, that is the that's all for today, or only a few points. There are the other many points are every day we shall अभी old और फिर after that हम लोग पढ़ेंगे ecological movements. Next day, few lights on the Indian context. Then after ecological movement, I will start. Understand? So, okay, students, that's okay today.